Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi, and I'm here to do the reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And this reading is for the super full moon that is in the sign of Virgo. So one thing with this super full moon is the goals that you set at the new moon earlier this month, which was the Chinese New Year. This on February 4th, this is the perfect time to start fine-tuning those goals. Also, this is a great time for clarity and order in your life and in your emotions. So that's a Virgo thing, right? Let's get organized and recommit to honoring our body. And when we think about honoring our body, exercise, health habits, what we eat, detox and purification, all these things, take more responsibility for your health. Now this reading is for Libra. Again, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And if you happen to know your moon, your rising, or if you have 3 or more planets in a sign, make sure you check out those readings also, because they will definitely give you more information. And Libra, what we got here? The enslaved prisoner. Now this is similar to the hangman in the traditional deck. Except for here, you see he's like looking up like, God help me. You understand? It's like, help me, Lord, help me. It's like he's looking for some type of revelation. But here, it's like, just surrender. You've been wrestling with a situation, and now you feel all tied up and bound. In fact, we need to fight harder. This is saying fight harder. We must either admit defeat or surrender to a situation and suspend the urge to struggle. Now, you can no longer struggle to get out of a situation. Being at a crossroads, maybe you just feel paralyzed here. But if you surrender to the way things are, the solution will come at the perfect time. So if you're fighting, this is more like the internal fight. It's like I said here, he's looking up, you're waiting for a resurrection, more or less, as it would say, look to the hills for which cometh your strength. He's looking up to the sun, looking up to Ra, looking up to God, however you perceive that to be, and waiting for an answer. So if this has something to do with your love life, maybe you feel your hands are tied in a relationship, be honest with your mate and face the music, whatever the situation is. If this has to do with your finances, maybe your money is tight right now, but you got a brilliant money-making idea, now's the time to put that idea into play. If your career, take criticism at work with serious consideration. So think about what's being said. Don't necessarily have to respond, but examine this will prompt you on how to branch out in other work or make the most of a particular situation that you're in now. But be willing to take the criticism. And if this has to do with family, just because things aren't working doesn't mean that you have to, hang on to the old plan. Take a break from the issue and focus on your family, your ideas, and things will fall into place. Now, nobody likes to get caught doing something wrong, but it happens to all of us at some point in time. So if you can bear consequences, this is about whatever's going on, act with humility. Don't respond with emotional response, shooting your mouth off, or acting immature. This is about a mature response. Act with humility, whatever the situation is. And what you'll find, you'll gain, your lesson will be a long-lasting one. This is really a lesson, in humility, regardless of what the situation is. Surrendering to the inevitable will provide you with remarkable sense of relief. So if you're getting criticism from left, right, and all around, just be humble, and you'll get a sense of relief. Now, this next card that we have here is, let's see, Ace of Fire. So you're taking your criticism and you're ready to take action. You know, it's the journey of 1,000 experiences start with one step. So take the first step in a new brave direction in a new world. Consider your environment and those around you. So if this has to do with your love life, what are you going to initiate here? Maybe someone's been going to hold out an olive branch to you, or you're going to hold out an olive branch to someone else. Just don't be stingy. Be forgiving. And accept the apology, or if you have to give one. And if this has to do with your finances, something is going to come about. There's an opportunity to rekindle your financial fires. If it has to do your career, if you take the criticism with humility, a bright idea could put you at the top of the game here. And your family, maybe you're just facing a new beginning with your family, moving to a new direction, a new home, a new phase, a new structure. You're on a new horizon here. But it's time to take affirmative action. But there's going to be an act of humility first. And this act of humility is like really being honest with yourself. And going back with this Virgo full moon, maybe you just need to reorganize. This is going back to reorganizing your life, how you do things. Because maybe you got caught, that's why you tied up. Or you're doing things above board. So you have to be mindful of that. And being above board with others so that they can help you. So if you take the criticism and apply it, you could initiate this new start. This is fire. Initiate that new start in a new area, in all areas of your life, if that is the case. Or whatever is more prominent at this time, or initiate those things that you started at the new moon. Now, this next card is the Knight of Chalices. Now, the Knights charge in, right? Whoops, there you go. The Knights charge in. I love the way this card is depicted. The Knight of Chalices, or the Knight of Cups. So, you have substance. Regardless of what's going on, this is saying you have substance, skill, and you have savvy. And you look at them, your armor is nice and shiny. You're glowing here. You're all polished up. And this symbolizes your skill, wisdom, and vision. You have a reason. You have resources to change and head towards your dreams here. So, if this has to do with your love life, your mate or you may be you or your mate might be the knight in shining armor. But, you have to give that respect that's needed. If it has to do with your finances, are you focused and capable of seeing your financial ideas to fruition? That means, are you being disciplined? or you're coming into unknown territory, but once you do, the money will flow. So, taking that criticism, charging forward, but with this Virgo new moon, you have to be disciplined and organized. And if it's dealing with your career, maybe you have the vision for the business, you have high standards, and you're going to have to be, again, disciplined and organized if you expect people to follow you on your plans. Your family looks to you to be an example. So run a tight ship. Be organized, disciplined. Be humble as you're initiating these changes. And with this chalice here, you know, this is like, that knight in shining armor. You are, was that chivalrous? Yeah, chivalrous. Chivalry is not dead with you. You have the ability to pull it off. However, humility, taking the lessons if someone's offering you criticism, because basically here, this means you got caught. So learn your lesson and take it in a mature fashion. If you learn the lesson and move forward with humility, you can initiate some new things in all areas of your life. And you could be that knight in shining armor, or knight in shining armor is going to come to you because you've learned your lessons and you're ready to start something new. And in order to do that with this Virgo new moon, get your stuff in order. Mind, body, and spirit. Yeah. Now, I pulled a crystal. It's the lavender agate. And this is about environmental healing. So, one way you could feel bound because your environment may be in chaos, so you need to clean it up. Okay? So, basically what this is saying is become comfortable in your own body and environment. Become a vehicle of healing of your environment by opening yourself up to higher vibrations. Do not participate in anything that despoils the planet or diminishes your resources. Work with your power, animal, and nourish your inner being. Take no risk and avoid excesses. So interesting enough. Take no risk and avoid excesses. So if you got caught here, you're definitely going to need some humility. And if you're going to move forward, you can only move forward due to the lessons learned and being humble, but you can still be a fierce leader here. And if you're going to be the knight in shining armor, or someone's going to come to you, that means you have to have your stuff in order. And to have things in order, your environment needs to be clean. If your environment is unhealthy and disharmonious, it cannot support your well-being. Transform it and your well-being returns. So, even in your home environment, if your home is full of disorganized, this goes back to that Virgo full moon. Clean your environment. Now, your environment could be your body. Maybe you haven't been feeling 100%. So you need to take a look at what you're eating, what you're drinking. You know, are you doing certain things in excess? Maybe it's a good time to start exercising, incorporating different foods. Stop eating processed foods, because your environment is your home and your environment is your body, the house of your soul, your well-being. Let's get our environment. Let's start healing the environment. You got to start there. Now, I also pulled a tree card, and this is the almond tree. It says a windfall. Now, the almond tree, you know, those almonds, you ever have an almond? You can't crack those in your hand. You got to get a nutcracker. That's one tough nut to crack if you really think about it. So, are you the tough nut to crack? Just think about it. If you're willing to change, you could get a windfall. Now, also, the nut represents your body, your bones, your flesh, and your interdependence. So, mind, bones, flesh, your mind, body, spirit, your body, your house, your environment that houses and protects your heart and soul. But it also says here you have nothing to fear. And leading into the future, there's going to be invitations and some sweet things coming to you. And what it says here, inner riches grow from psychological maturity, bringing a windfall of good fortune. Psychological maturity. You got caught. Get humble and act in a mature way. You've got to spark. Everyone knows that you're... Ooh, excuse me, my nose is itching. Everyone knows that you're a leader. So be humble and move forward. And something's charging towards you, or you are charging towards it. But this right here is a cup full of balanced emotions, but it's something good coming to you. Clean your environment. Clean your room. Clean your body. Clean your mind. Now, interesting thing. I pulled a chakra card. Meditation. And this is the crown chakra. This is the chakra of the mind. This is a sign. Meditation would probably be very beneficial to you. Like I said, you got caught. So if you got caught, you need to meditate, plan out how you're going to, with this new moon, how you could look to things with clarity and order. Reconnect to honor your body. And make sure no negative talk. Whatever happened in the past, accept it with humility, but meditate on positive self-talk that you've learned these lessons. It's a powerful practice to meditate. It could create the abundance, that windfall that the almond tree promises. It could create the windfall. The best way to work with the mind is to focus gently on your breath. So take some time to just breathe. Be quiet. And with this crown chakra, it also is get in touch with your spirit. Now, you could call it God, your angels, your ancestors. This is that time to meditate and take that time to talk to God. Think about it. This card stuck to me. And he's right here. It's like he's looking to the hills which cometh his strength. He's talking to God. Okay, God, I got caught. I'm in a situation, and how am I going to get through? Definitely start clearing your environment. Mind, body, soul, and meditate. Get your mind in order. Take this time. The answers you seek will come through the meditation. And also, with this particular card, it is good, like I said, to get in touch with maybe your religious, whatever your religious take is. Like I said, God, ancestors, angels. But this is a good time for intermittent fasting, but making sure you're drinking a lot of water. So with that body, reconnecting to honor your body with this Virgo full moon, this is a good way to detox, drinking good clean water and release some of this some of the toxins. So drink a lot of water and stay away from processed foods. And pray. Prayer is good. Prayer is a form of meditation. Yoga is a form of meditation. But find what works for you, even if it's like taking 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening, just to have a talk with the God within you. Now, this next chakra card here is insecurity. Now, is it your insecurity that may have you bound up here? Your perception of yourself. And another thing with this Virgo full moon, no negative self-talk. Right here with this insecurity, this is that root chakra. Be courageous, face adversity. So if you got caught with that enslaved prisoner, if you got caught, face your adversity. Face it with humility. Find a tremendous power within, because it's in there. Don't undervalue yourself, or don't undervalue anything that you've contributed. This is about freedom, bravery, and success. This is, knowing what's in your heart. This is like that devil on your shoulder saying, oh, you're not good enough. It's not true. Don't believe it. Don't fall victim to that. Don't listen to that voice. At this time, again, I can't restate this enough. Catch the negative self-talk. Don't listen to it. And this is a good time to make sure that you're getting plenty of sleep, eating good protein, eating root vegetables, and get yourself some exercise. And if you can, if you're in an area where you can go outside and step on the dirt, please do so. Get yourself grounded. That's part of this full moon too. Get grounded. Exercise, detox, healthy eating, no processed food. Reconnect and honor your body and take responsibility for your health. Now, I pulled this Six of Wands, and this is the message from Spirit. Now, the Six of Wands is dynamic energy and creativity that is here for you. This is about victory and celebration. And the message from Spirit is commit with boldness and with complete awareness of your gifts and your energy, but control your desires and expectations that could cause you to make silly mistakes. So be organized. Commit to clearing out your environment, body, and your physical environment, your house, your room, your car, your body. If you're not humble and you're acting immature, you'll make silly mistakes. So you want to be humble to initiate the changes you want in your life, because something's coming to you or you're going towards it to make those new moon goals that you set earlier this month so that they can start manifesting. And again, if you're clearing out your environment, you're definitely going to get a windfall. Take time to meditate, pray, drinking plenty of good, clean water, and take some time for yourself. And no negative self-talk. Tell the devil, get behind me, Satan. Is that what? Yeah. Get behind me, Satan. Go away, devil. Because, see, you have a big heart here. So catch the negative self-talk. Show strength of courage. All right, Libra. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Also, don't forget, if you know your rising, your moon, check out those readings also for added information. Again, you guys, this is Sister Omi. Peace.